The Museum of Everyday Life lives inside of all of us, a vast and echoing cabinet of curiosity. Every minute of every day, filling our endless shelves and cases with new additions to the permanent collection. A simple household match bristles with danger and hope. When we strike it, we hold for a moment the Promethean gift of heat and light. Each match is a tiny revolution, the promise of radical transformation. And the match reminds us that all objects, in some way, come from the body. Not only must the shape of the match accommodate the needs of thumb and forefinger, which have to be able to grasp it, but also the shapes of cup handles and bowls mirror the human hand, and the match, the cup, the bowl also echo the very shape of human hunger and thirst, the body's need for heat, the eye's requirement for light in order to see. Every object in the Museum of Everyday Life speaks to the body, amplifying it, extending it, the way an echo in a deep canyon empowers a whisper, belying their status of apparent insignificance. These objects toil away endlessly to relieve us of the problematic contingencies of the body. Sentience is our greatest gift and our greatest burden. We are self-aware. That means we know what we know about living inside a body, that it is constantly changing. One minute it's hungry, the next minute it's thirsty, it belches, it farts. It can carry us places, experience ecstasy. It can sleep and wake from sleep. But despite all these abilities, the body is never big enough, permanent enough, or beautiful enough to satisfy our sense of self. The Oxford English Dictionary defines a characterist as either someone who depicts a character in a play or one who employs magical symbols. The institutional museum, so odiously bound up with depicting state power or articulating national identity, is a remote, cold, sanctified, and holy place trafficking in arbitrated experience. The Museum of Everyday Life is the opposite of the institutional museum. The Museum of Everyday Life is a characterist, carrying her possessions on her back, inhabiting temporary spaces, always on the move. Just as the match and the bowl and the cup handle must accommodate the needs of the body, so too do the objects in the museum reflect our attentions and ministrations. The arm of a couch is worn smooth by caressing elbows. The chipped corner of a lacquered box is lovingly glued back into place. A favorite wallet is cracked and creased from being opened and closed and opened and closed countless times. These objects record the lives we have led, the things we have done. They remember us. The body isn't beautiful enough, permanent enough, or big enough. Feelings come and go, and we are lonely. A gift from a lover, a family heirloom, a penknife, a toothpick. In the Museum of Everyday Life, 1,000,000 invisible threads are tied to our lips, eyes, and ears, and they are tied to every object, which are then in turn tied to the lips, ears, eyes, fingertips, and hearts of other people. The web is invisible. The object is seen, can be touched and picked up, can be cradled. This is real. The thrill we feel, the shiver we feel when we see a staircase in an old building worn smooth in the middle by countless feet climbing and descending. This is love. The vast collection of the Museum of Everyday Life, speaking its secrets to the body, offering its compassionate affordances to the fragile breast, to the hungry belly, to the aching, sentient heart. This